Okay, so I'm starting the day at Chick-fil-A because it's my brother's birthday today. I have 4 brothers, and my brother, whose birthday is today, loves Chick-fil-A. The little baby chicken sandwiches especially. So it's kind of tradition that on his birthday, for breakfast, we have a whole mess of these tiny chicken sandwich nugget things. They're delicious. I got 60 of them right here. Ooh, I'm excited. Alright guys, it's nighttime. Had a good day today. Like I said, it was my brother's birthday. Kind of hung out, did the family thing. Played a little Red Dead Redemption in between time. I didn't get that much further than I was. I'm sorry for the last 2 days. I've kind of been making short videos because we had some stuff going on, like it was Mother's Day, and then yesterday I was just spending so much time playing Red Dead Redemption. I was hoping to beat the game so I could talk about it on the vlog. Well, it turns out I was playing so much of it that I was falling asleep. It was like late at night. I always feel like, okay, this is the last level, this is the last mission, when it never really is. That's kind of the reason why I didn't have time to make a full video yesterday. It was late. I was like literally in bed, just like kind of using a flashlight to like illuminate so I can record real quick. But tonight, instead of putting time towards Red Dead Redemption or doing something else, I've decided, let me take the time to record. That way, I don't run into the same mistake I made 2 days in a row. So, let's start off with Game of Thrones. That was Sunday. It was Mother's Day. Sunday, we had a good family time. Had some barbecue. I had missed Game of Thrones because, of course, I was with my family. You know, I avoided all social media. I avoided using my phone, which is probably the main reason of me not being able to record anything. I kind of kept my phone in my pocket, not touching it. I might have even just kind of plugged it in and left it like, subliminally left it like on the side so I wouldn't notice it. So I got home late, watched Game of Thrones late, fell asleep on it. I had to wake myself up because I wanted to make sure to watch the episode. So I was sitting here eating a bowl of cereal, just kind of trying to keep myself up watching it until like I didn't finish the episode until 2 or 3 in the morning. It was late at night. And my thoughts on the episode were, I've seen a lot of people who don't like this season of Game of Thrones. They're like bashing it, saying that the season 8 is like no good, which is odd to me because I remember when the 3rd episode aired. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I don't want to say any spoilers, but I remember when the 3rd episode of this season aired, everyone was losing their minds over it. Like the 1st episode, it was good, it felt good bringing everything back, but it was setting up for the rest of the season. Same goes for the 2nd episode. It was kind of setting up for the 3rd episode. And I remember watching it and kind of really feeling it, like how emotional of an episode that was, because it was setting up, it was tying all the loose ends to end the series. So just watching it kind of felt like, ooh, getting prepared for the worst, getting mentally prepared for the worst. The thing about Game of Thrones is, any show really, any kind of big drama, toward the end of its run, anyone could go. You know, the main character could go at any given moment because it's the end of the show. So I'm sitting here prepared for the worst. That's why I loved episode 2 so much. Episode 3 was, I thought, a great episode. There was some technical problems. I'm sure a lot of you have read or heard that it was pitch black. And to be honest, I had trouble watching it, but I eventually enjoyed it. Now, episode 4, I'm trying to think back, remember. So episode 4 was setting up for episode 5. May not have been the best episode, but it was getting things ready. By the time episode 5 came along, I was prepared for anything to happen as well. And what did happen, I was like not thrown for a loop, but kind of like in shock and awe. I think a lot of people was. But people didn't like the way it was written. They don't like the direction it's heading. They're making fun of the writers. Like, it's terrible. It's like, come on, it's still a good show. It's still good episodes. It's not like this season destroy the whole show, or the season's a joke. It's a good season. These are good episodes. But then again, that's my opinion. It's not fact that these are good episodes. What is fact is that I think it's fact anyway. See, it might not even be fact. But these writers, were writing the whole series. They know what they're doing. A lot of people, what I've read online is that a lot of people are saying that they're leaning more for that shock value, shock entertainment, the twists. Which, okay, I understand. It's not only about the twists. But at the same time, a lot of people don't like when things are too predictable. People love when something is unpredictable, don't they? That's what I feel like a lot of people are coming from, where they feel like the writing's not good enough for these twisted events. It doesn't make sense to people. Which to me is like, I'm not a writer. I'm not a movie critic. I'm a guy who enjoys watching TV. I'm a guy who enjoys video games. I enjoy things. I'm an audience member. So when I'm watching these things, and I don't look at character depth, major tells, and like sometimes I do. It's like, wow, this person has grown a lot, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not too critically detailed into the nano details and the writing and the layers, and I don't know. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't look into that too deeply. Like, no, there are writers who write stuff like that are meant to be enjoyed by people who enjoy things like that. I believe Game of Thrones is one of those shows because it's great writing. The novels were supposed to be good. I'm going by what I've read, not what I know, because I don't know enough about writing to say it's good writing. I feel like it's good writing. I enjoy the show, so to my opinion, it's good writing. But I'm just a consumer. Back to the point at hand I'm trying to make. I'm not well versed enough to understand these complaints. If something's good and I enjoy it, I like it. If something's bad and I don't like it, I just don't like it. Those are my opinions. And yeah, maybe I'll throw them off. Well, that was predictable. That show was too stupid. I didn't like the writing. I didn't like the jokes. I didn't like the acting. Whatever I could throw at it. But honestly, I can't find a bone to pick with Game of Thrones. I mean, the only thing I feel is like, oh, maybe I didn't personally want that one thing to happen. Not because it's bad writing. Not because it's just a throw off or shock value, but more because I personally have a favorite character of the show. Like, it's just me being stupid personally, like, oh, I just like that guy. I think that guy should have done it. No real rhyme or reason. And I'm not gonna, tear down a show and get mad and argue because the character I personally preferred didn't get the ending I feel they deserved. Just because I feel they deserved it doesn't mean that they have to have it. Doesn't mean that it's good writing for them to have it, because I personally feel like, well, they deserve it. They're the best character in the show. That's not how it goes. The way it works is, it's their creation. They're creating it for our enjoyment. We are the audience. We watch it. We take it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But I just don't agree with the majority saying that it's bad writing, or this season's a joke, or whatever they say. I honestly am really enjoying the season, and I'm really sad because we're one episode away from the end of it, the complete, total end of the whole series. But enough about Game of Thrones. We've talked about that enough, I think. I've been talking about it for almost 10 minutes straight now. On to the next subject, which was yesterday, Red Dead Redemption. So, it was raining. I know I didn't literally spend all day long playing Red Dead Redemption. It was kind of cloudy, rainy outside, so I had some time in between doing other things, and I kind of just was focused on completing Red Dead Redemption. Meaning that if I had 5 minutes, I'm putting it towards Red Dead Redemption. If I have an hour, I'm putting it towards Red Dead Redemption. And devoting any little bit of free time I had to the game. I wanted to complete it. I need to get it off of my backlog now. It's such a long game. It's a joke. So I'm trying to clear it just to kind of get it off. And that is something that I feel. Now, this is me personally, my opinion, not fact. Like I say, I'm not factual enough to know about writing and things, and I'm not a developer by any means necessary. But in my opinion, I feel like this game is so long, so big, it's taking a long time to get things done, that now I'm at the point where I just want to beat the game so I can play something else. I want to beat the game, I want to be done with it now. Which is not the way I felt when I first started the game. When I first started the game, I was like, I can't get enough of it, I want to play more of it. Now I'm at the point where I want to play it to beat it so I can be done with it. There's a difference. I don't like stepping into that boundary. I don't like stepping into that level of, well, let me just beat it so I can get it over with. I felt that way about a lot of Kingdom Hearts games. Good games that aren't too long and too meticulous hold your interest and make you want to play more of them. My personal opinion is that even if you rush through a game, right? Birth by Sleep, that's another Kingdom Hearts game. One of my favorite in the entire series. I didn't realize how much I liked it until it was toward the end. I was rushing through that game. I wanted to beat it fast because I didn't think I was going to like it. So the way that one works is you play 3 different stories, 3 different characters. So I didn't realize how much fun I was going to have playing 3 different styles. By the time I got to the end, I enjoyed it so much because I was playing differently each time. Even though it's the same game 3 times, not the exact same game, but even though it's the same game 3 times, it didn't feel like the same game 3 times. Right now, if you take Birth by Sleep and put it on, I wouldn't play it because it was just recently that I played it. But give it some time and I probably will replay it. If not, maybe go through my old file just to kind of complete it, go through all the things or whatever. Anyway, I'm way off topic. What my point is that Red Dead Redemption is a good game, but it's long. The story is good so far. I am at the epilogue. I played throughout the main story of the game and loved it. Loved the story of it. It was very meticulous. It was, like I said, it made me want to just beat the game and get it over with. Epilogue. End game. I'm playing end game stuff. The reason I'm playing end game stuff is because it's part of the story. There's still story aspects to it. Now that I'm at the epilogue. Now that I'm here at this part of the story, looking back on just the story, not the meticulous gameplay, and definitely not traveling on my horse for hours. Just focusing solely on story and the gameplay of those missions. Like the fight shooting scenes. Awesome. Excellent. Cannot wait to go to the next one in my current playthrough. It's a different experience when it's in the past 3. So after I beat the game, I might have a different memory of it, which is kind of the same thing that I went through with Birth by Sleep. I didn't think I was going to like it, and then after getting toward the end, probably at the end or even after I beat it, I kind of looked back on it and realized that was my favorite one to play. So who knows? I might finish Red Dead Redemption, look back on it and go, that was so enjoyable. But I'm not sure. I've got another busy day tomorrow. I want to make sure that I have enough rest. So I'm going to take it easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.